Hello, Commander. This is the Council. You're watching the gaming XCom Crash, where today you will witness the saving of the world by an idiot who can't play the game properly. God help us all.
This is me singing the X-Files tune. But why sing this? It's because I'm talking about XCOM 2. But why sing this? It's because the theme tune's still owned by Fox. Okay then, oh. And I don't want to be sued by those Fox. Oh. I've done worse intros. So yes, finally we get to the game which the PC gaming community has been practically pissing themselves silly over before the start of February, XCOM 2. The sequel, of course, to XCOM Enemy Unknown and its expansion XCOM Enemy Within by Firaxis and published by 2K Games. Famous for punishing you on a whim, random number generator my arse, and having ridiculous amounts of replayability and also extended through modifications no less, such as XCOM Long War, XCOM showed exactly how thrilling it can be when you're playing a turn-based tactical shooting game. Seriously, it's actually not that bad. With a bloke called Central, engineers, scientists, elite soldiers, and that weird bald bugger whose face you never saw but who had the ridiculously cool voice, you were the commander, the chap or chapette in charge of it all, fighting the good fight against an alien invasion and leading us all to salvation. The only thing is that XCOM 2 actually assumes you fucked it all up the first time and now the aliens rule the world. It's true! As a result of hardly anyone completing XCOM Enemy Unknown the first time round, the developers Firaxis basically took that as being canon. So, the start of XCOM 2 shows us humanity being under the aliens' control, and the XCOM project is pretty much back to square minus 34 at this point. The aliens now wander the streets eating ice cream and killing dissenters, all the while the media and some weird bloke in sunglasses are saying it's all jolly lovely. Your mission, commanders, should you choose to accept it by paying the money for the game, is to retake the planet. So, XCOM 2, does it indeed live up to the wild expectations of a rampantly masturbating PC community who are just chomping at the bit to be able to lose against the aliens again? Yeah. Or is it, I tell you what, probably the better question is it still a good game to play if you have the tactical skill of a dog with brain damage? Or if you're like me? Well, to answer that, hang on, I just need to get agreement from someone. Bald fella from the council, are you there?
I'm here.
Do you mind if I show everyone a bit of the game and then just come up with some crappy judgment about whether or not I think it's worth the money?
Very well, but remember, we will be watching you.
Okay, he's just a creepy ass motherfucker. So here we are at the main menu system of XCOM 2. Woo, this is exciting! And I do like this. This is way more interesting than the first games already. Hello, bald person, how are you? Just standing there looking at the naughty soldiers over there. Oh, and it's all alien-y. It's either that or it's Welsh. I can't really tell. Anyway, now typically when I do one of these things, now I'm starting to say that if you want to skip directly to the gameplay, by all means you can do so. However, for XCOM 2, ridiculously, I'd ask you to stick around for this because we're going to cover a few options that, well, you actually need to know already. First of all, the performance of this game is nowhere near optimal. It's rather odd that a game such as this, which is a tactical shooter, in essence, where it's turn-based and you're just like moving your soldiers around a map and fighting off aliens and so on, it's got worse performance than some other games that have come out in recent times that have obviously been far more demanding. I even speak to Rise of the Tomb Raider as well to that regard, and it's very, very odd. At the time of recording this, there have been no patches or otherwise, so I would strongly recommend that in the options menu, on the graphics, you tune these to whatever is going to work for you. For myself, even on the GTX 970, and it's a pretty beefy PC when I'm running this on, I had to turn off anti-aliasing, I had to turn down some quality of some various things, though text to detail didn't actually matter from what I saw. I mean, this is to try and maintain a relatively solid 60 frames a second, but even so, there are still sections which it dips below that, even getting to around 20, as it's struggling to either load from the hard drive or something. I'm not entirely sure, frankly. But in any case, if you do auto-detect graphics settings, it will set things ridiculously high, and then the game will struggle. You'll hover even around the 30 frames a second thing, which, for a turn-based tactical game, it's not the end of the world, but trust me, when it stutters, when you notice the lag there, yeah, it kind of detracts a little bit from the experience, but not enough to stop you from playing the game. It is important to mention, though, seriously, because as much as they've obviously made a huge amount of improvements in the details and so forth, it's still not looking an oh my god, this is needing an uber mega beast to run, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. So I honestly recommend you fiddle with your settings, you fiddle with your graphics settings. We do like a bit of fiddling, yes we do. And actually, in order to keep this going at a regular speed, I also had to disable VSync. Now, it seems that the way they've enabled it in this game is that if you've got it on, it'll drag your frame rate down, but then stay there, even if your system's then perfectly capable of going above the certain threshold required to go back to 60 frames. It'll stick to 30 and then possibly go even lower. So it really is worthwhile turning off VSync for the time being. Now then, in terms of the rest of the options, you're going to be pretty happy because it's got all the usual sliders. Voice over IP volume just pertains to multiplayer. We will have a look at what options are on multiplayer. We won't actually go into multiplayer because, to be perfectly honest, I didn't buy this game for the multiplayer, and I doubt many other people did. We'll get onto that momentarily. But there are a couple of things here as well, which is quite nice. You can enable the soldier speech, so that all your soldiers, when they're moving around, going yes, jawohl, and other languages, I don't know. And also, you can change the language to always match the nationality that you select for your soldier, which is actually kind of nice. But they don't have all languages. We'll see what they've got later. Ambient narrative, no idea what that means. Gotta be honest, it's just there. Video, as you just saw, you got all the good stuff, window, borderless window, all the other gubbins. You can also lock the mouse to the window, quite handy for an idiot like me who just wanders off for the purposes of recording stuff. Enable frame rate smoothing, not entirely sure what that does, honestly. Unfortunately, in this one, it doesn't really explain anywhere else what the hell any of these things do. Same with the graphics, really. This was kind of hit and miss on some of things. I don't really care about the jaggy, so anti-aliasing. I just want performance, so obviously, as I said, I got that disabled. Gameplay, now, I've noticed that sometimes the game slows down if show action cam, thank you very much, is enabled. So if you want to speed up each turn going through, you can actually turn this off, but it kind of looks cool with the action cam on, so I'm going to leave it on. But nevertheless, just be warned, each time the action cam goes off, it may or may not slow down the turn finishing, so you may just be loitering around and then going, now what? You done yet? You done yet? You done yet? I'm bored now. Bored now. That's unfortunately what can happen with that. Interface, you can mess around with all the bindings that you so wish. I've not done so, frankly, but nevertheless, it's kind of nice that they're all there. Seriously, you can really go to town on this. And then finally, you can show the subtitles, or, well, scrolling around the place, you can change all that. Jolly good. And we're going to exit without changes. Now, that's not the only bit of the options menu I want to show. We'll just dive into the multiplayer bit momentarily, and in all honesty, you can just create a loadout like you could in the first XCOM game, where you can just select all the different soldiers, and it doesn't matter, these are all the aliens just right from the off, and some of them look absolutely evil, but nevertheless, some of the human operatives as well look absolutely ballistic. I mean, ooh, Psy operative. Look at that! All sorts of weird crap. I still don't know, because I haven't progressed that far in the game yet. But if we just hover over, ooh, tell you what, already some of those look delicious, and I can't wait to unlock them later in the game. So you've got basically a point limit to hit, so you can spread amongst how many team members, basically up to 6, and then jolly good. You just fight against someone, and that's it. It doesn't really seem that they've changed an awful lot from the original XCOM in that regard. So it's kind of like multiplayer's there if you want it, but don't expect too much of it. So what you're getting this for is going to be the single player campaign, which is massively much more story driven than previously. That goes without saying. In fact, you can see these during the loading screen, and oh, hello, we've got another bald person looking at a completely different screen. Isn't that lovely? And that looks like Furiosa. Yeah, I unfortunately am going to go into the next thing, which is most important on the list, the character pool. You know how you spend time customizing your chaps occasionally in the original XCOM, giving them funky names and giving them hats and all the rest of it, but then you lost them and you couldn't re-import them into a new game or otherwise, or indeed even share your creations with other people? Well, worry no more. This is what this is, the character pool, where you can basically create all sorts of different characters, and then also, ridiculously, say you want to export them, you can actually do that by just selecting a file or creating a pool, which saves a file on your PC, and then you can send that around to everyone else and then can import it and have the characters. I mean, some of them, this was my attempt to create me, and it looks nothing like me whatsoever, but I just figured, what the hell, it was great, It's just the fact that they have little glasses and so forth. This is the thing, hang on, if you go to props, and then you can see that the helmet hats are there. You can just go through all sorts of different wonderful things. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to leave that one there. And also the half-frame glasses. Look, you can just go through all sorts of ridiculous things there. Ooh, I say, you're looking gorgeous, darling. It's wonderful they got that amount of customization. You can also piss around with armor patterns, face paint if you really want. You can make yourself look really weird. Look, oh, that would look gorgeous. Kissing, couldn't you? And even give yourself scars, which is kind of funny. Look, you can really look like you've been through the walls. Just with all sorts of things here. And it's great. It's great that they give you this. The thing is, this is not even the maximum level of customization. You can also change your hair color, eye color, change your race. Also change your voice. This is what I was talking about when not all the languages are available. You've got 10 slightly different inflections of American, a few UK, only a couple of Australian, lots of French, German for being efficient, Italians, and Spanish. No Russian or otherwise, or Chinese. They're not there, but still, at least it's there, and you can even just preview the voices.
Rolling out. 10-4.
There you go. It's great.
Solid copy.
That'll do. Hang on.
Location confirmed.
We'll go with that one. English number 2. And also, you can even change the attitude, which is great. By the book, laid back, normal, twitchy. Then the guy's just like wandering around, happy-go-lucky, just got a little smile on his face. Hard luck, oh, sad face, and intense, like you need to go to the toilet. I always prefer laid back, of course. And then finally, you can even choose how it appears in the game, how your character that you've created appears in the game. Either just as a soldier, or a VIP, or a dark VIP, i.e. people you kidnap from the alien side. Oh, they're being nasty little naughty people, and it's great. You can have this, and so it brings something different to each playthrough. It's wonderful. I can't. There is the possibility of spending ridiculous amounts of time in this mode, just literally creating characters. And this was from PC Gamer. I had to do this. Jeff Lebowski, look at it. It is the dude, is it not? well, remember, he does abide. And also, I couldn't help myself. I had to write the character biography. Sometimes there's a man, and sometimes there's a man. The dude abides. You see, it's just those wonderful little things, and it's just the possibilities. By the way, there were a couple of people that wanted some characters in, just so that they're aware. Boris McBoris, who's looking non-genocidal in that helmet whatsoever, is there, and also King Barb. This is the closest I could get to a minion, by the way. This is how bored I've been. I couldn't make him have yellow skin, because probably it looked like he's suffering from jaundice or something. But nevertheless, blue overalls. This is as close to a minion as you're gonna get, and he is a lovely sniper. Yes, he is. And I chose Spanish as the voice simply because it probably sounds as close to the minion language as I was gonna get. And finally, oh yeah, I tell you what, Jessica Murder Fletcher. I know. Unfortunately, there's someone at work that keeps taking the piss out of me, where I keep typing far too much in the keyboard, and so he does the every time I'm typing. So it's basically the Murder She Wrote theme tune, and so yeah, I had to put Jessica Fletcher in. Doesn't unfortunately look anything like Angela Lansbury, but still, it's good. And the attitude by the book. Murder She Wrote by the book. It had to be done. Yes, you really can waste an awful lot of time in this mode. But we're not going to waste any more time, campers. We're just going to get into the game. Now, just before we get to the ship, by the way, you've got a few difficulties, and I will tell you the truth. I am playing at the moment on Rookie. You want to know why? Because I keep failing on normal. I am terrible at veteran. You know, I struggled with normal on the original XCOM. I am struggling even more on this XCOM. I'm not kidding. I am absolutely atrocious. And to be perfectly honest with the fact that I have a little bit of time constraint when putting this video together, I wanted to progress far enough into the game to at least have a decent idea of what to expect. So I'm afraid a lot of stuff what you're going to see is from the rookie difficulty. Obviously people with actual ability or above can choose from veteran, commander, or even legend. And legend even means that the tutorial will not even be enabled. It's insane. Speaking of which, the tutorial, I strongly recommend you have this on because the game mechanics have changed quite a bit. And anyone new coming into XCOM, they're definitely going to need to go through the mechanics because it can be an awful lot to take in at once, especially when it's going to be starting to kill your soldiers left, right and center just because it feels like it. You can also reduce the beginner voiceover with, you know, how it senses that you need to do this or that and the other. Again, might want to leave that on for the actual game itself. Okay, that is the options for XCOM 2, which is an ever so slight departure from how I normally do these things. And now let's get into the main base. Not the game. Oh, no. We're going to have a look at our base first off. And here we are, campers. This is effectively the main point of call for all planning out your lies, treachery and deceit. It's your hub, effectively. But now, instead of being buried underground, it's now on a ship. So as you can see, look, we're sort of settled in a desert-style area right now. It's actually a real nice change because, as you'll get to see in a few minutes, you basically are on the run from the aliens as well as trying to establish alliances and various other things. So in essence, this is your mobile command center and you have several different areas. You've got an armory where all your troops are, engineering, you've got several different areas here which we'll go on to in a moment. You've also got research, which is a place you go to research all sorts of different things, learn about aliens, learn about new technology, improve yourself in terms of upgrades and so forth. And obviously engineering is where you build said upgrades, and also where you go to construct facilities. Now this is where this comes into play, the facilities here. Now this is quite early on in the game, so there's only 3 rooms actually constructed. And what you can see here in this grid, I mean, it's nowhere near as big as what you had in the first XCOM game to build out and create facilities for engineers, power, and satellites. Satellites as well. Basically, you remember you had to play the satellite game where you just threw up satellites and everyone apparently just gave you lots more money? You don't have to do that, so you don't have to worry about any of that crap. So in the meantime, you get actually the chance to create a few more different facilities. And what you do, you get an engineer and you clear out the alien debris. So as you can see here, this has all got to go, and you've got to assign an engineer to do it as well. So at the moment we've all got busy engineers, and I'm busy. I'm busy right now because I'm talking to you in the video. I love it. I love the fact that you can just create characters and then they pop up as random people. Wonderful. But in essence, once you start excavating this out, first of all you get supplies, and supplies pertains to the new economy in the game. But then you can also choose what rooms you want to create. So far we got Proving Ground, Guerrilla Tactics School, and a simple power relay. Power relays are just to provide power for additional rooms as time goes on. You can also remove them as well, so if you need something else instead, you can actually do that, but obviously you don't get all your money back. Guerrilla Tactics, this is most important actually for training additional troops. Like say you want a rookie to be a certain class to start off with, you can actually do this. And if we go on the Guerrilla Tactics, if I just click on it, there we go, you can see that at the moment rookie Captain Picard is training to be a specific class. And you can actually do that in here, so therefore you don't start them out with nothing. You start them with additional abilities, but it does take a little bit of time. It takes a few days or so before then they're available on the battlefield. And if we go to, I tell you what, this Proving Ground, this is where you can build all sorts of other projects there as well. Some of which, as you can see, skull mining, this is actually pertaining to one of the story bits, so I'm not going to go too much into it. But everything else, actually, the 2 things I would like to cover is experimental ammo and experimental grades. Now, these are different by the looks of things every single time, so you can begin a project and you're not guaranteed to get the same thing over and over again. So it can come up with all sorts of different wonderful ammo types, grenade types for doing different kinds of bangy-wangy, and then you can use those equipped on different soldiers to yield different results. It's actually kind of nice for a bit of well, randomness to the game, but more often than not in your favour. So let's go back out here. Power relays is an additional interesting thing. You can assign an engineer and get extra power, and you can also upgrade it, so you can just have like one power facility, but it's doing a hell of a lot more than it used to, so it's kind of better than what was happening previously. If we go into engineering, we can actually look at well, our engineers, but also build items. There's a few items that we can build here. We got some things that have been unlocked, other things unfortunately it's still locked because I've not actually got that far into the game. I've got to be honest, this is still early days, so in comparison to all those wonderful YouTubers that in essence get the game about 17 hours before or 78 years before everyone else does, yeah, some of them managed to even finish the game, which is lovely for them, but not for us. We've still got to struggle on to try and finish the damn thing. You can choose different weapons and also different pistols as well. It's absolutely great, and this is great as well. Oh, blades. I will get on to the classes later on of what some of the people can actually be and what abilities they have as you unlock them as well. But also you've got different items here as well. Battle scanner, this provides extra vision, which basically uncovers a part of the map for a couple of turns. Flashbang grenade. Oh, lovely. Disorientate lots of people. Medkits. Always got to have some medkits. Mine shield. Yeah, this wasn't in the original XCOM, and there's a bloody good reason why, and we'll get onto that later. Also, this lovely lady is the daughter of an original engineer from the original XCOM, who's sadly no longer with us because lies, treachery, and deceit happen. Oh, and you see this floaty thing here? This is a mobile device called a gremlin, and one of the classes has that, and we will definitely be talking all about that later on. He's so precious, isn't he? He's lovely.
I wonder if this is what
over
it was
in
like
research.
in the old days.
This is
Always
where
on
you can
edge,
be
ready
also
for a
just
fight on moment's notice.
researching various things. At the moment I have a Viper autopsy going on here.
Priority, Commander.
And if we just go into... There's only a couple of things we can research right now. None of them story related. But as missions progress, you can just decrypt alien caches for extra intelligence, research additional armor, you know, just all the usual stuff that you were able to do in the original XCOM, like weapons and dissect aliens, all that usual gumph. But it's actually, in a strange little way, there's one dynamic here. You notice that there's actually 3 scientists. Some of the missions that you go on require you to rescue scientists as well as engineers to assist you. So it's far more important in this game. You don't just get them willy-nilly, no. You have to go and rescue them, and then they can provide additional advantages, speeding up research, speeding up construction, and of course assigning engineers to a given place can also speed up or improve what that function what that room's function is. Like I said, with the power relay, we've got an engineer assigned here, and therefore it's given more power than ordinarily what the room can do. So that's that. Bar and Memorial. This is where you can see what fallen soldiers there have been. It's just so sad. And also actually see the soldiers just chilling out. There's a lady here just down on her luck, and then that lady's got a headache because what? They're having an argument? I don't know. They're talking about pancakes. I'm just going to go with that. I don't know. But as it stands, we've only lost a couple from the original mission. Basically, during the tutorial, you are going to lose some soldiers regardless. I mean, it's kind of nice that you can see them like this. That just... It's kind of nice. You can mourn their loss. You are going to lose a lot of soldiers in XCOM. Trust me. I was losing them. I got entire missions on normal where I got completely wiped out. Make no mistake, this game is cruel. Absolutely cruel. And speaking of the people you're going to lose, let's go into the armory and look at our soldiers, actually. So here we go. We got quite a number of soldiers, actually, as it goes. And we've got... Well, sorry, they're talking in the background going meh, 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 meh. They do that, unfortunately, on the screen. So every so often, if you were to leave this on, they start talking about things during the game and so forth. So it's kind of, yeah, it may be spoilers, spoilery-ish or otherwise, but otherwise, meh. So we've got different classes, as you can see. Ranger, Specialist, Sharpshooter, Grenadier, and that's about it. Yeah, there's no others right now that I'm aware of, but obviously I don't know if there's going to be anything else that surprisingly comes up later on. I haven't got that far yet. So far I can tell you what the Ranger can do. The Ranger is absolutely fantastic, by the way, because the Ranger has this lovely sword. You see, in a ridiculous sort of way. Oops, let's just turn old Sergeant Cobra Kelly around. This soldier didn't appear in the original XCOM, but is now here. You can use... Normally comes with a shotgun, but now you can use a blade. So that you can get up close and personal and just slash them. Slash the aliens to smithereens with a blade. And unfortunately, you've got a kind of a different track that you can go with. You basically, as your troops level up, you can choose different abilities. Now obviously you can see that these are locked and I have no idea what they are. I can only tell you at the sergeant and corporal level. So corporal level, you can either conceal the ranger or make sure that the ranger is even more lethal as a blade master, and also shadow step or shadow strike. When concealed, you gain bonuses, or shadow step, this soldier does not trigger overwatch or reaction fire, so this soldier can move around the battlefield without anyone firing. Absolutely fantastic, in fact. Really is. Now, you notice that old Cobra Kelly is shaken from a mission. Well, that's because she took a lot of fire and actually got roped in by an alien. Oh yes, it's a long story. But suffice to say, it's rather interesting that injuries are not just physical. They are definitely emotional now. And therefore, if you take someone into battle, they may not be up to... Well, they may not be up to scratch. Mentally, it might go, well, a little bit overboard. But if you do take them into combat and they have a successful mission, their will go back up and therefore they'll be fine. Or you can leave them resting and they'll be fine after a period of time again. It does add a little bit to the dynamic, and especially if people get injured as well, they will be injured for a lot longer as well. So you're kind of forced more often than not to rotate around your rookies and so forth. So all of them start leveling up, and you're not just relying on a few good men and of course a few good women. I still can't believe I got a squaddy called King Bob. But anyway, let's have a look at what the specialists can do. Oh, we got weapon upgrades. This is going to be excellent to look at. But first off, soldier abilities. You see, this is the little gremlin here. Basically, you can use the gremlin to either hack things or heal people on the battlefield. So, with this aid protocol, you can see you can command your gremlin to move to a friendly target. It can target a bonus in terms of defense, or indeed, you can use them to heal. So the gremlin can perform healing actions remotely. So your soldier here can be an excellent medic, but also not put in harm's way. So it's kind of like you've got a little bit of extra tactical advantage with your soldiers to place them in different areas that ordinarily you wouldn't do. Oh dear, this is taking a long time. See, this is kind of a lot of the game already, what I'm going through. So you kind of can't really avoid this. And it is great that for each of the classes they got a different track, and they're both viable. They really are. I mean, I went for the Haywire protocol here. You see, you may target robotic and mechanical enemies with your gremlin, attempting to hack and seize control of mechanical enemies. That is an absolute bonus in comparison to the original XCOM, and I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Also, you see this weapon upgrade? Well, you can actually upgrade your weapons. And as you can see here, there's not really anything here right now. But I tell you what, let's give an advanced stock, which you can pick up from aliens, by the way. And as you can see this stock, even missed shots do damage. So ordinarily, you see them that they can't do. There's always a chance to miss completely. In a strange sort of way, this kind of upgrade will mitigate that. So either way, it'll still do 2 damage at the bare minimum. You can also customize the weapons as well. So say you want to call a weapon Bollocks. No. Bollocks. There you go. The Bollocks are now fully upgraded. Or I tell you what, Tiny Tim. But sir, what of Tiny Tim? Well, now he's fully upgraded, of course. And ridiculously, you can customize it to be different colours. Seriously, it's great. I've got a big red one. And of course, ridiculous amounts of patterns as well for the gun. It's nice. The thing is, these are attached to a given soldier. So if the soldier was to die and you don't pick up their weapons, that gun is lost forever. But if you do retrieve the stuff off the battlefield from the fallen soldier, then of course someone else can indeed pick up the gun. So there you go, sharpshooter is the sniper, and it's yes, I forgot. I have Boris Invincible Grishnikov from GoldenEye. He is invincible! And he also speaks German, I think, or is it French? I forget what language I gave him. It's just that Russian wasn't in it. That's why I wanted Russian. Come on, give me the option for Axis. But as you can see, he's been doing very well. And I tell you what, I went for pistol play. Pistol play is a new thing for the sniper class here. Whereas you can also do various things with sniper abilities like long watch, allow Overwatch to trigger with squad sight. Squad sight, basically you can see the enemies if someone else on your squad can see them, regardless of where this chappie is on the map. Deadeye, you take a shot with a small aim penalty for a significant damage bonus. So this can be absolutely fantastic against really, really beefy enemies. But I decided this time to go for pistols. Because pistols, well, they were sort of there in the original XCOM, but it seems they've done an awful lot of pistol work for the sharpshooter in this game. And I love it! And just look at this. Return fire. When targeted by enemy fire, automatically fire back with your pistol once per turn. So that's an automatic Overwatch in a strange sort of way. And also, even better, fire your pistol at a target. This is lightning hands. This attack does not cost an action, so it's a freebie. It's potentially free damage to get potentially an enemy out of the way that ordinarily you wouldn't be able to do. Yeah, I'll take any advantage I can get. And also you can see plus aim, the aim is +5. That's because unfortunately earlier I did also a weapon upgrade, and as you can see it's a scope for increased aim. So that's just to make sure that, of course, Boris can remain invincible on the battlefield. It's all these little things that I do really love. And also, you know what? I haven't even shown the loadout. There's not a huge amount to show here because I haven't unlocked a huge amount right now. But as time goes on, you can change out the weapons for something more interesting. And of course, you can see here, tracer rounds. This is actually one of the random ammo types that I talked about earlier that was generated. Other things can be generated as well. And then of course you can just select them here instead of, like, say, a frag grenade. You can also have, obviously, Skulljack. That's for a story thingy. Don't worry about it. It does come up in the game. I've still yet to see how it works. Medkit, and of course a mine shield. Now this is against a really, really bad... We'll wait to the gameplay, but nevertheless, you may want to invest in some Mind Shield. That's all I'm going to say. Boris, I love Boris. And finally, we're going to just go on to the Grenadier and the Ranger. No, we've already seen the Ranger, of course. The Grenadiers, the heavy weapons. As you can see, it's Imperator Furiosa from Mad Max. Or at least a bad attempt at one. And as you can see, she's got a heavy weapon here, really nice minigun, and also grenade launcher, fires 2 grenades as well, absolutely gorgeous. And oh, she doesn't have a weapon upgrade right now. But what abilities does she have? Well, launching grenades, but also I've kind of gone for a bit of a different here. Shredder, I wanted to shred armor because that was invaluable in the first game, but you can also give yourself extra protection, because protection, there can never be enough protection. Am I right? Am I right? Hey, especially 66 less from explosive attacks. Woof. I don't know what I'm saying. Demolition as well. Unleash a volley of bullets at your target's cover. Again, just to get them out the open, and then potentially other people on your team may be able to deal far greater damage than what would have been ordinarily possible. So there you go. That's Furiosa and also the Grenadier. Obviously, rookies, you can see that, as you see here, Captain Picard is in rookie training, and eventually he will become a Ranger. I know this is terrible. I'm sorry. But also other rookies, they've just got nothing to them right now, and as time goes on, then you'll be able to see them develop their abilities. Now, these personal combat sims, I don't have any yet, so I can't tell you what they are. So I don't know if they relate to further things that you pick up in the story or otherwise. It's just going to be one of those things that I guess I'll find out as time goes on, I guess. So there you go. Last thing I suppose is the commander's quarters before we go to the bridge. You can have a look at what's happened in the story previously, what's happening on the Avenger, and also your current objectives. Well, mind you, your current objectives are also just seen here, frankly, so it's not exactly like it's a secret. So that's your ship. My god, that is a long-winded explanation as what all the bits are. And actually up here, you see this is the new economy. You've got intel, supplies, and income, and also how much power you've got, and
this ship is
also your engineers and scientists. As I said, it is important to go pick them up. Alloys, Illyrium, it's basically kind of different. Intel, that'll come into play when we go onto the bridge, and also to the map. Now, do you remember last time on XCOM? Well, if you don't, then unfortunately this is going to be a little bit of a wake-up call, because as you can see here, the world looks ever so remarkably different now, doesn't it? And in fact, your influence is, well, at the beginning, like where we are, almost non-existent. Now, what you do is fly around this little map for various objectives. You establish contact with different resistance groups in different countries, and that's where additional money and other things come in, like potentially additional missions. Now, ordinarily, you start out at one point on the map. You don't get a choice on that. You start out at the same point, and that becomes Resistance HQ. So say you wanted to just gain some more intelligence points. What you do, you just pick up your carrier, and it flies over there, and then you can just let the map go on, and you can also recruit people and goods. So if you just click here, you can buy scanning bonuses and to replace what you currently got, which is gaining intelligence with different abilities, and also gain additional people with spending some supplies. Obviously, I've only got 82 supplies, so I can't hire anyone here, which is a bit sad. I'm a bit sad there. But also, you can go and get additional supplies from the supply drops around the map, and also go and look at establishing a radio tower here for improving communications. And you can also buy stuff off the black market and even sell stuff off the black market. Just like in the original XCOM, when you looked at the console screen and the satellite screen, you could actually sell what you had to the black market. So say you pick up various different things here, you can just sell them for extra cash and blah blah blah, and all is jolly good. You know, it just gives you a little bit of leeway for buying additional things that you might need, and just offload stuff that, well, frankly are a waste of time. It's kind of nice. Plus also you can buy certain things from the black market as well, including rushing research for various things, and also engineers, additional supplies, and in this case you can pay for it with intel as opposed to actual money itself. So it's all additional bits. Oh, I guess this is where potentially those stims come in for the soldiers, where we can just get them here. Oh, and additional parts of weapons as well. That's really nice, that is. So all in all, that's the black market. Absolutely lovely. Now, you notice there, right here, there's this great big thing called the Avatar Project. Doesn't look menacing in any shape or form, does it? The red's all perfectly fine. And you see up there the Avatar Bar. The Avatar Bar, see? We got names for everything here. This basically is how far in the game you've got to go still before you're royally fucked. This is your end game counter. This is your doomsday clock. This is the end of the world as we know it. But you won't feel fine. And basically, the aliens are not hanging around this time. They're just saying, up yours, go away. Oops. They're saying, up yours, go away. We're going to be doing things to stop you and destroy the world once and for all. Or whatever. I actually don't know what the Avatar Project is. I dare say that's only going to come later in the story. But because there's certain events that take place, dark events, in essence, these are little things that come up where, in essence, these are bad. These are your... Oh my god, you've actually got to think about dealing with these things. Now, as you can see, there's a couple of dark events here. One, where a UFO is hunting for your Avenger ship, and I have no idea how badly that can go. It's yet to happen, but as you can see, there's a retaliation strike imminent, so... yeah. So... you get a little bit of notice when these things are going to happen. And in essence, this is the metaphorical equivalent of choosing which leg to chop off or which ball to slice off or wrist to slit. Because in essence, you can only deal with one of these bad things at a time. But all of them, you should be looking at either... well, it's kind of what's the lesser of these evils. Do you want to set back the Avatar project a bit? And therefore put up with additional troops flying in for a few weeks? Or do you want to avoid your ship being hunted down by the UFO? It's kind of a... which is not going to fuck me over as much. If we just have a look at active dark events, nothing. So that's a good thing, but just the fact that there's imminent... and it's estimated as well, we know that there's lies, treachery and deceit. And actually, if we clicked on one of these, we saw West Asia, you can see that already there is a mission here, and it actually counts as a dark event as well. So it is fairly obvious as to what happens when you go onto these things. And you can also just change the target site, can you? There you go. And there you go. It just counts as a different dark event. So you just can go between either of them. And then your ship would just fly over. Oh dear. And that's about it for this map. So when you accept a mission, that's when you get onto the ground, and that's when you get to fighting. So now let's actually show some of the gameplay itself.
Shen aren't going to be happy if we don't put the skull.
Right, so this is our lovely band of happy-go-lucky scams. King Bob! And Boris, and of course Furiosa. Yep. So as you can see here, we got a few different things here. King Bob has some additional armor that you can see here. We can change it if we so want, but we're not going to. And of course we have our medic here, with Tiny Tim as the weapon that we added earlier. So for the purposes of this, we're going to be hacking a hidden resistance computer, which is rather odd because we're the resistance in essence. And of course we have Boris there. Boris is looking lovely. Yes. We can also make various utility items and armor available, and even build more things from this screen. But not to worry. Let us go.
And off they go. Good luck, men and women. And so we are flying to adventure!
Sky Ranger deployed.
And there it is, flying to the adventure.
Position to drop.
And we will begin the mission. And you have to notice that there's a bit of a delay, isn't there? This is unfortunately one of the performance problems. It seems that XCOM 2 has a little bit of an issue at this loading screen. As you can see, it's not exactly smooth sailing. In fact, it's all over the place. And I don't understand why. It's just these characters on the screen. So, what the hell? It's just... it's just one of those silly little things that needs to happen in terms of optimization. Because as it stands right now, it's going between 26 and 91 frames a second here. It really is all over the place. It seems to be more when the hard drive's being accessed. Don't know why, but clearly, yeah, shit needs to happen. Anyway, let us press the key
And launch ourselves into oblivion!
or just off these ropes. And there's King Bob and everyone else. Hello, campers.
Menace 1-5, this is Avenger.
And here we are, and apparently it's a little laptop we've got to hack. Now, as you can see here, we've got 8 turns before we're absolutely bollocksed. And unfortunately, well, there is an additional objective here. Use the Skulljack on an Advent officer. I don't think I equipped the Skulljack, unfortunately, so I don't think I can use that. But as you can see, there's a little, like, blue shimmer around. It's because, at the moment, we're concealed. So as it stands right now, our happy-go-lucky troops here, like King Bob, he can actually move around the map and just, you know, get himself into position, but the enemies aren't going to exactly know about it. Now, you kind of see that little emblem there? I think that is squad sight is going to be, you're going to have sight of some enemies. I'm not entirely sure, but I have seen that symbol down on the ground when the enemies will actually have sight of you already. So it's potentially not the best thing to do to alert them, say, if we go through here. So what we'll do, we will move King Bob here with the right mouse button, and there he goes. Look at him being all kingy and everything else. And Boris, we're going to move him behind full cover, because obviously the little half symbol for the shield means half cover. Full cover, half cover. See, it's all lovely. So no one showing up just yet. Oh, okay, right. So that's possibly where there's lies treachery, deceit. Let's move Furiosa there. Sight of anyone? No, still. Okay, rather unusual.
Los gates.
Let's keep moving everyone up. Come on, come on. This is the unfortunate thing, by the way, that you will just... You kind of have to rush your troops into a sort of position. And as you can see, the aliens are doing naughty things in the background because you are against the clock here. Oh, hello! And... Ooh! Hello there, darlings. There's some lovely little enemies there. Dear, dear, dear. Now, as it stands right now, you can see that there's this little lamppost of doom here scanning the ground below. If I were to move my troopers here, basically they'd be spotted and it'll go a bit wrong. But because we have this little handy gremlin chap here, what we can do is actually hack. So what we can attempt to do is hack this little lamppost of death here and see if we can disable it. So here it is. So as we can see right now, we've got a 6. We've got, oh, okay, we can choose an additional reward while disabling the tower. So as you can see here, we can either jam ourselves, we can, This is rather interesting, actually. It's basically the same random number generator mechanics, but it's just like it's kind of like gives you an extra option. Do you want to take the chance and try and get complete immunity? And this is random, by the way, these rewards as well. Or just reduce the enemy will by 50%. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we're going to go for it. And yes! Lovely! The enemy is no longer going to be as strong-willed against us. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now, unfortunately, what we're going to need to do, because the enemy is over here, you can see it's just a shoulder. A shoulder? A soldier, dear boy, a soldier. You need to enunciate your words, Paul. Enunciate your words. The soldier's just over there. And we've got to get over here. So in essence, what we could do is start just running over this way, which is kind of dangerous. But I don't think we've got any choice, especially if we need to do it in time. Oh dear, and actually, because of squad sight, we can actually shoot at one of those happy-go-lucky scamps. But can we... But does Boris have... Ooh, Boris has line of sight as well. Oh, Boris McBoris. Both Borises, in fact. Let's see. Let's take Boris McBoris up here and put him on Overwatch. This is a wonderful thing here, because if we conceal people, and There's King Bob. There's King Bob! We need to move King Bob up here as well. Yes, we do. And let's move King Bob to behind this trash can. There we are. Ooh! Furiosa, you've still yet to go. You're going to be moved behind the washing machine.
Moving out.
Now, if you do this right, basically you can overwatch and then fire an enemy like this. So what you do, you fire at them like so. Go for it, Boris. There you go, 5 damage, and you lose your concealment, unfortunately. We've been revealed, but now the enemy's going, hello! And then look at this! The Overwatch triggers and... bloody misses! Oh, you useless git! Randomness is not with me today. Now, you notice him? That is not your granddaddy's sectopod. This is an absolute evil motherfucker in that he can almost instantly... Oh, hello! And Boris even shot back because he tried to do naughty. Oh, I love that. Oh, and one of the shocky fellas just came over for no reason. Okay, jolly good. But this chap here, he can mind control your troops almost straight from the get-go, and he's a hell of a lot tougher than previous games. So yeah, basically, you are asking for trouble, leaving him alone. It looks like we can at least get rid of him. Hello. Well, look, he's talking Welsh again. Dirty bastard. Let's get rid of him. Yeah, look at that. Good night, Sonny Jim. Right, and we've only got 45% to be able to hit with him. What about anyone else? Boris, you've only got 40%. 32% there. Oh, it doesn't look like everyone's got huge amounts of potential here. It looks like we might be better off moving old King Bob over here and actually flanking. So, when you're flanking, this little shield turns yellow, and if you just click on this little what's it here, look at that. We can fire the pistol. Definitely get rid of him. Kaboom! King Bob! And as you can see there, he's dropped some items. Well, that's jolly lovely, isn't it? Go on, we've got to go and hack the little what's it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There it is, there it is.
Of the exposed access point.
Let's just... So we've got the little laptop of doom there up. But let's just pick up these things here. And see what it is that we pick up. Because these are little additional weapon items to pick up that are very, very handy. So what we've got here is an advanced scope and a lyrium core, which is lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you, Furiosa. You've done wonderfully well. I love you. I love you a lot. Let's move old Brad over here. There you go. And... oh, no enemies right now. Interesting. Ah, right, okay. We can potentially breach the room there. But do we want to use this chap or Furiosa? I think, tell you what, we'll use Furiosa to get onto the roof over there. There you go, Furiosa just climbing that drain pipe like nobody's business. And hello there, dear. Oh, balls. Right. Now we might be able to get someone. Okay, who has got line of sight? Okay, what we're going to do is try lightning hands and see if we can at least get a couple of bits of damage there. Failing that, I tell you what. Let's use a grenade. And open up the wall and potentially even the ceiling. I've seen this where you have destructible terrain, and there you go. Any better? No, nothing. But at least we have an entryway into the house now. If you're gonna do it properly, I say. Okay, Boris. You've only got 27%. Do we do grenades? Yeah, it's not really going to hit from there, unfortunately, either. I think we're best off just moving you up, Sonny Jim. Or Boris McBoris. It's only 29% as well. Can we hit? We can hit the ceiling, or... Oh, come on. What can we hit? What can we hit? I don't know. Ah! Come on. Aha! There we go. Grenade his ass! There you go, and fell through the floor. Absolutely beauty foul. And oh dear, 85%. Oh, you are so dead. Thank you. Come again.
It's dead. It has to be dead.
And we'll go on Overwatch with King Bob. Oh, what's this chap doing? Oh, hang on. King Bob can... No. Oh, King Bob missed. Sad face. But this chap, is he going to slice up old Furiosa on the roof here? What's he doing? What's he doing? This is the unfortunate thing. You're seeing it with the action cam. You'll notice how slow that was. Oh, hello. What's going on here? What happened with the gun? That was rubbish. Oh dear. Absolutely funny. But anyway, unfortunately, we do need... Oh, hang on. We can take him out with Boris. Can you do it, son? We can! Thank you, and good night. Lovely. Okay, now we definitely need to get this chappy. Oh dear, it's getting a little bit strange. You know, this is the unfortunate thing, trying to go through different levels. It's kind of odd, because then you're just trying to work it out at the right level. Okay, let's make him move there with the old gremlin. And then he'll be able to heal Furiosa afterwards as well, which is spiffing, darling. Grand Boris. What are you gonna do? I think this is where we now put people on Overwatch. Just to keep things ticking over. Overwatch there, so just in case anyone comes out. King Bob, you were fantastic from there. Even though...
The Advent network is almost...
Oh yes. Yeah, we know. Come on. We're gonna do it. Right, so for some reason the enemies are not still spawning here. So what we can do though, because we're right next to it, we can at least hack the workstation. Come on. And, oh, hello. We got a close-up of the picture there. And, ooh, okay. Oh, this is brilliant. Okay, so we can hack into the workstation, definite. But we can choose an unlock chance here. Delay the current Dark Event projects by 2 weeks. I think so. I think that's what we're going for. Do we get it? Oh, no. Ah, balls. That's a shame. We don't stop the Dark Events going off.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Lovely. I will say this, though. What you just witnessed was on easy. It is a completely different kettle of fish when it comes to normal. And trust me, there is a save game that I'm more than happy to go to and show you the terribleness of how difficult it is on normal, and also how much further behind I was as a result as well. You see, a lot of these people just got upgraded simply because they survived and killed people for far longer. On normal, didn't even get that far. So this is the lovely animation where we return to the base in our lovely little space hopper. There it is. Yay.
The aliens are probably still wondering what hit them.
There you go. Oh, we've got someone wounded. Of course, Furiosa. And you actually look at her. She's a little bit worse for wear now. She's got her head slumped down a bit, just a bit. But everyone is all jolly happy. And we've got some stuff afterwards, which is great stuff.
Excellent work,
and
Commander.
The mysterious
Your efforts
bald guy
continue
is
to bolster
there.
the resistance
Hooray!
movement across the globe.
He has got a very sexy voice, though, hasn't he? I'm so glad that they got the voice actor back for this mysterious bald fella. We'll never ever see his face, I dare say, but still, it's nice. It's a nice little aesthetic there. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to go into some more gameplay. Okay, campers, this is what you wanted to see. This is my game from the normal difficulty. And as you can see, I only have a few soldiers here. Obviously, only a couple here that actually have any class. And then the other two are just rookies. So, yeah, this is the barest bones. This is as far as I was getting. So, what we've got to do, our objective is over here where we've got to hack a computer. And we've got to get over there. We've only got the 8 turns again. Now, some people have complained about the fact that everything's on the clock. That you can't take your time. You're kind of forced to have to go and make potentially bad decisions when you're moving around. But in a strange sort of way, doesn't that kind of fit the theme here? You are on the clock because you are the insurgents. You are the people coming in and doing various lies, treachery, and deceit here. It's not a fault of the aliens. They're the ones that can take their time. You have to guard against reinforcements. You have to guard against, well, just being caught off guard, basically. And that's where some of this, unfortunately, can get a little bit tricky. As you can see, we're just moving all our troops up here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I do love the animations there. It's great. Oh, and there's the insectoid and another Advent Trooper. The Advent Trooper are amongst the weakest, but they can still one-shot you, which is bloody annoying to say the least. Now, as you can see, if we were to go any further, we would set them off. So, what are we going to want to do? We're going to want to potentially... if the minute we cross this, that's when they'll notice us. So, what we'll do, we'll set up the ambush. And see, have we got odds that are better? 69, 67. It's not hugely clever, but we'll make sure all our happy campers are in a decent enough position. And I tell you what, we'll move them... Oh no! 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 I moved the wrong one! Bollocks! Bollocks, wank, dick, ass! Okay, so alright. We will try this again. Okay, we will try this again with less people. And then we'll put them on Overwatch. I can't believe I did that. What an asshole already.
Moving out.
Alright, come on, Jane. Let's see. Let's see what you can do. You can do 70% against 66. Right, we're going to take this, and hopefully we can get rid of these campers. Oh! Did not expect that! And now the Overwatch will get triggered. We're revealed, and he's speaking Welsh, and... Oh! Okay, this has gone way better than the previous game. That definitely didn't happen before. Right. Can we hack? No, we can't. We kind of have to get across the road to make sure we're in range of this. So, with the Gremlin, we can remote hack, but the thing is, what happened previously? Yeah, I bloody died. We're gonna need to... Yeah, we're going to need to move up very, very slowly and initiate Overwatch, I think. I don't care. I have to guard against the lies, treachery, and deceit that these bastards gave me previously. Seriously, I am so worried about what's going to happen. Because this is from the exact same point that where I could not even progress. Never ever could. I was just losing troops left, right, and center. Okay, so right, we will move you to there. Will you have sight of the computer now?
Got some advent here.
You can. Okay. And uh-oh. Oh, balls. Oh, and the Overwatch is kicked off. Anyone? Can we get them? Missed them on both. Oh, this is gonna go shit. No, 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 no. Okay. Right, I guess we got no choice but to move up.
Understood.
With Kelly and throw a grenade, I reckon. Let's throw a grenade over. Let's at least try and make sure we get rid of one of these puppies. Because they are evil buggers. There we go. There's one less potential lies, treachery, and deceit right there. Oh, she's earned a promotion as well. Oh, but hang on. The insectoids just run off. Where? Where's the insect? Okay. The insectoids just run off. Let's see if we can do anything with this lamppost. Because last time I did this, I made sure that, unfortunately, I was screwed over. And reinforcements came in regardless. It is absolutely evil. Ooh, feedback effect. Map alert. Hang on. A failed hack will result in any nearby enemy groups being alerted to your position. There's an unlocked shot. No, I am not taking the chance. No, thank you. The thing is, you can actually try that with the gremlin just to see what happens, but it doesn't cost you an action point as well, which is very, very handy. Very, very handy indeed. Now, okay. What are we going to do here? Because we kind of need to make sure they're in a decent enough position. Right, let's get him over here. And he can overwatch. Or, yeah, she can overwatch. Sorry.
Overwatch.
Lucas. Anything's over, so let's just move you out of sight. Let's see if anyone else pops up. No one right now. Adam Clark. Let's move him here.
Go, go, go!
Hopefully no one else comes up and I can remote hack from here. No, Jane Kelly's got nothing. Okay, but Jane will move her around and Overwatch. And where are they? They were swarming all over me the last 2 times I was doing this. Are they planning shit? Oh shit, there's the... Okay, next turn reinforcements are incoming. And... Oh, I can still only hack that! Oh, you bastard! Okay, let's see. Oh, really? I've got to get all the way there? No. Okay. Let's see, can we get in?
Commander, we have confirmation of the exposed...
Oh, now I can hack the workstation. Okay, that's grand. So, at least when you get... Apparently, the game tells you got confirmation on it. At least you can hack it from here. Send in the little gremlin dude. There you go. Nicely done, Sonny Jim. And then we get the hack thing here. On fail, no effect. Ooh, okay. So we can definitely hack the workstation, and then we get... Ooh, right, okay. We're gonna go for that. Come on, show me the money! Oh my god! Really? Aw, balls. Well, that's nice.
Got it.
Right.
Confirm successful acquisition of the Advent data. Be aware.
Unfortunately, now we're in the position where we need to overwatch because the enemies are coming in. So, Jane, where are you going? I think we need to put you under full cover and then overwatch.
Got it covered.
And then, oh, and here the reinforcements coming in. Oh, the thing is, because they're going to want to move almost immediately from landing. Oh, hello, it's a dodgy camera angle. What's going on there? No, I don't want to see the tires.
I've got eyes on
So they'll move immediately now. Oh. And then Overwatch should kick off. And who did you kill? Oh my god! Okay, we got rid of the commander, and there's just the weak-ass troopers left. But that means nothing, because the weak-ass mother lovers... Oh, shit. There's even more of them there. Right. We need to get into cover.
Designated coordinates.
Possibly flanking here. 49%. Those are terrible odds. Who else has got a potential chance? Adam Clark. Oh, he can see all them too. Oh, shit. They've got to run quite a bit, so that we're probably best making sure that old Adam here gets out the way, gets into cover, and Overwatch, I think.
Moving to Overwatch.
Okay, what have you got? You haven't got any decent, even more decent chance, unfortunately. Jane, what about you? 51-51. Or she could slash. We can definitely make sure we get rid of one of them. Yeah, let's get rid of you. Come on, and slash, and boom! Lovely, and still behind some cover as well, actually.
Target eliminated.
But now we've got to make sure we get rid of that chap. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a chance here.
Position confirmed.
And should be flanking now. Yes, it's in yellow, and 76% chance here. 40 crit for the money. Oh.
Under a threat. Weapons burning out so fast.
For the record, this is going a bit too well. This does not happen. Okay, Insectoid coming up, and what's he trying to do? What's he doing? Oh shit. He's reanimated some of the dead, yes. By the way, not only can they mind control you, they can mind control the dead. I might have neglected to mention that. Oh, really? Yeah, okay, well. Oh shit, now taking damage. Adam, oh dear. And he's on Overwatch. That's okay. Balls. I need to get rid of him, basically. I can only aim at him as well. So let's see. What can everyone else do? 66. He's got a line on pretty much all of them there, but he's asking for trouble. Jane's way out of position. Let's move her to the other side of the car. And 70% chance take out. Potentially 76. Ooh, okay. Let's try it with Jane. Ah! Balls! The zombie's still alive.
Burning through ammo fast.
And yeah, let's fight. We need to get rid of the zombie.
Enemy eliminated.
And you need to get out of harm's way. Is the damn it. It didn't kill them like the other game. We need to get you out of harm's way. So you're gonna go there.
Heading out.
And you're gonna heal yourself up as well. Oh no, you can't. Oh yeah, there you go. Aid protocol. I'm actually gonna. Yeah, okay. I can only give aid. I can't heal yet. This is unfortunately how far back in the game I am on normal. So I tell you what, we're going to give the aid protocol to the person that's standing out in the cold right there. There you go. Plus 20 defense. I hope that does something decent. Put you on Overwatch, because basically all those... Oh, hello. He's on the roof now. What's happening? Oh, thank God. They missed!
Fire over here.
This is tense! What's going on? Oh, they're just picking on him now! Stop it, you alien bastards! What's going on? Okay, we still not got line of sight on anyone, which is annoying!
On my way.
But as we know where they're coming from, let's just move there. Anyone? We got 45% on him, or no one. You're right in the center of things, so we need to move you, and also we need to reload your gun, of course. In order for you to do anything, we need to reload your gun. Alright, let's see. What can you do? 50%, 29%, 28%. We can throw a frag grenade at least. And can we get rid of anyone? Possibly. Let's see what we can do here. Nice! Now we got visibility. Can we get him? Can we get him? Go on! Go on, lad! Yes! I've never been so happy! Okay, we're gonna make sure Jane reloads and then go on Overwatch.
Killing time. On Overwatch.
Oh, hello! And oh my god, that worked! Where's he going? Where's he going? Is he going to try and fire or what? No, he's trying to do something.
Who are you guys?
Disorientated. Okay, so that means that he's going to need an Alka-Seltzer in the morning, I think. Okay, who's he trying to fire against? Is he trying to go? Oh, he's marking Jane. Oh, the little bastard. He's speaking Welsh again. Oh, I don't like it when they speak Welsh. 17%, 10%. Oh dear. He's no good to anyone. Balls. I think we'll have to just put him on Overwatch. Okay. 26%. That is kind of terrible. Can we improve it? No, can't throw the frag grenade far enough. Damn it. What about you, Kate? Can you kiss it, Kate? No, you can't. 25%. This is terrible. We're almost guaranteed to miss here. What about you, Jane? 18%. What about Slash? Can we risk it with a Slash? I think we're going to have to risk it. But it's not complete. Oh, damn it. The officer's got one more health. We're going to have to take a risk, I think. Yeah, we're going to take a risk and fire. Let's see what happens. For the money! Holy shit! Wow! Completely unexpected. Okay, we're not gonna... The thing is, we will be putting Jane, rather... I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. We will be putting her in harm's way. 88% chance of a... Yeah, come on! Do your blade thing! Ah! And him right through the wall as well. And apparently we got stuff to pick up!
Enemies down.
Wait a minute!
This one might be carrying something.
And the laser sight. This is entirely unusual. I'm not used to this. We haven't lost anyone yet.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
I'm pretty sure we're going to.
Come get some.
There's Overwatch. Oh, hello. And there's the disorientated Overwatch going off. And he missed. Oh, because he was feeling a bit. He had a bit of a jippy tummy. Oh no! You bastard! And he had so much to live for! What happened to his little gremlin now? And oh crap, now they're panicking and hunkering down. Now, oh balls. Okay. Jane, you might have to do the biz for us. Show me the money! And is that it?
No longer a threat.
Status confirmed. All
Oh my god!
status
Yes!
confirmed. Mission accomplished.
I am astonished! I'm playing this on normal and I won! Holy ladies and gentlemen, oh my gosh! Yes! Well, okay. That is the very first time I have actually been able to do that. I was fully expecting to fail. Oh, I'm so happy. Well. I've almost lost my voice. I couldn't believe it. I thought there was going to be much more, but there's... Look at these campers have deserved this. Clark, we never knew your son. You go on to a better place. But Jacobs, Kelly, and Jones, you have earned these promotions.
Demolitions experts. The
And look, they're now actual classes. My God. This is how far back I was in the normal campaign. It is utterly, I honestly can't believe it. But there he is, and now going forward in the normal campaign, I can actually start getting these people to do something better, and also having more grenades at my disposal is going to be a lot better. Kelly, definitely Blade Master, you are phenomenal. You did the business with the blade. We're going to make you the Blade Master for that, Jane Kelly. Absolutely wonderful. And finally, Jones. Now we have ourselves a sharpshooter with squad sight, and actually it's just explaining the ability. Yeah, you can target enemies when other squad members can actually see them. Ah dear. So at least it's nice that there are more options now. It is a bit sad that we lost Clarky. It really is. But I need to go and have a lie down now after that excitement. Dear me. So okay, we'll just keep some gameplay going on in the lovely background with Boris there looking ridiculous in his eyes. And there's Invincible! And King Bob! All the favourites, and Furiosa. I forgot. I'm so sorry. But anyway, what do I think about XCOM 2 as my lovely squad gets deployed into another hell zone here? And actually to capture VIP, I didn't even show you that.
Eliminate all hostile contacts.
Definitely something against the game is the fact that it needs a hell of a lot of optimization. And it is jarring at times when you're seeing a cutscene and all of a sudden it's stuttering and it's struggling to get above 20 frames a second. There are also times when it's also long loading times in between missions. Unless, I don't even know if it's the same on an SSD, but certainly on a mechanical drive, if you're loading the game from that, it can take a lot longer, and it also stutters. I'm not entirely sure why, in all honesty. I mean, there's an awful lot more demanding games out there that have worked far better on the same hardware, so clearly Firaxis need to do something about that, and that may be a reason for people to not pick this up straight away and actually wait for a patch to come out. As I said, at the time of recording, this is all against the unpatched version, what you're seeing, so there's all sorts of other potential things that they could do to improve the experience. Actually, another thing are bugs. There are some definite clipping bugs, as you saw in a previous combat mission. Jane actually sliced an enemy through the wall. which is rather odd. Instead of going round the wall and then just slicing the enemy right in front of her there. So that's really strange. And also the camera angles when the enemies are firing off. Sometimes it's just absolutely weird and you can't see what the hell's going on. The action cam. There were definitely some delays. They need to sort that out as well. But those are the gripes I have right now, based on what I've been playing so far. Oh dear God, I can only say, please get it now, play it now. Are you playing it now? You're playing it now. You're playing it yet? You're playing it now. Why aren't you playing it yet? Why are you still watching this video and not playing the game? It is without a doubt living up to the expectations and more. It's livened it all up. I mean, effectively, it took the formula that worked in the original XCOM reboot, the Enemy Unknown game I'm talking about, not the others from Microprose and everything else. I mean, forget all those. It took the basic combat situation where you had 2 turns, effectively, to do something like run and then fire or go into Overwatch or do another action. And it made lots of little tweaks here and there. The hacking is a nice little addition. The changes in classes. Bloody hell, the changes in classes even. Yeah. Pronounce your words, Paul. Pronounceify your worditudes. I need beer. I really need beer. I'm recording this at 11 minutes past midnight. I'm so tired. But anyway, the change in classes are absolutely most welcome. I love that Ranger with the blade ability. Absolutely fantastic. And it kind of changes it up how you play, because you're kind of encouraged to then get into fighting an awful lot more. It's brilliant! And also the fact that there's some missions where you start undercover. That in essence the enemy don't know where you're coming from, because obviously in the original XCOM Enemy Unknown game, you were having to anticipate where the aliens were going to come out from. Here, it's sort of the tables being turned. It's brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! And it provides you a nice way to arrange an ambush if at all possible. And in all honesty, the fact that they got rid of the satellites, that's one less pain in the arse. It's definitely a lot harder than the original game. I mean, frankly, what you saw previously with on the normal difficulty, I am astonished that worked as well as it did. I suspect the next mission it will not go well. But I don't mind that it's hard. It's almost like it's the mechanics are solid enough for me to try on easy, and when I'm more comfortable, progress onto the harder difficulties, and then. Oh, there you go. Sorry, I just watched Boris be invincible. And speaking of Boris, I am just so happy about the character customizations and the fact that you can piddle around to your heart's content. I also love this, where the camera spins round and you're shooting enemies. It all adds up to a really, really good package out of the box. And that's not the end of it either. One thing I'm not even remarked on as I watch this Overwatch camera again. Oh, look at it. It's so good. One thing I've not mentioned out of the box, they support modding properly through Steam with the workshop. So that then people can produce whatever they want. They can mod whatever they want. So it's not like this game didn't have enough longevity and replayability as it is. They just decided to say, you know what, people, we'll give you the tools. You go ahead and do whatever you like. And oh, I've just noticed. You see in those rotating things there? Those are the pictures of my soldiers. That's a nice little touch. And even the lampposts of doom right there, where they can scan around and look for you. They can hack those, and it's just adding extra different dynamics. The counter thing, when you see on the screen right now, extract all units, you've got 10 turns left. And, oh, I'm so glad that missed. Where you got 10 turns left, it's kind of like forcing you to change how you play. Because in the original XCOM, Well, not so much with an enemy within, because they put down the meld to kind of force you to move if you wanted to get shiny robots or people that could have mind control techniques. It's kind of odd in terms of like how people would complain that a change up being forced out of, I suspect that it's more being forced out of your comfort zone, that you can't just hide. And that's probably the best way to describe it, that you're forced to potentially take risks, but then you can also be rewarded for those risks. I mean, look there, you've got the handle there with the two on the ground. You can pick up stuff if you take a risk and just send a guy out of position. So now King Bob has got an Illyrian core and an alien data cache there. That's wonderful. So, all in all, XCOM is an absolutely terrific package and may even surprise people who didn't even play the game previously. I mean, if you're coming into this, I mean, yeah, I would, well, if you're coming into this brand spanking new, oh, hello, frag grenade coming out, I'm going to blow up a car and also a soldier here. Go on, Furiosa! Boom! I love it. I'm such a child. All in all, I unfortunately have to be among the sheep that just turn around and say, yeah, XCOM, pick it up when you can. And for those on console and so on, yeah, I can't wait for you to get hold of this, because XCOM worked really well on the consoles, and it's an absolute shame. It really is an absolute shame that at the moment, people on other systems can't get it. XCOM 2, go get it now. Stop watching this video, go get it. So there you have it, folks. XCOM 2, definitely worth a pickup for all sorts of different reasons. And that's even despite the technical reasons, which, you know, I can actually understand if people were going to be reluctant until the first patch comes out. You know, got to be fair on that. But no, absolutely enjoying the game far too much. And I will be going back to it just after finishing this video. So, you can pick up XCOM 2 for £34.99 or your regional equivalent on Steam. Of course, you can buy it from various other places for cheaper or probably more expensive. I have no idea. You can also pick up the DLC reinforcement pack for about 16 quid, or again your regional equivalent. But again, DLC, don't know how much it will be worth it or otherwise. You may just want to hold off until there's something actually worth looking at there. And of course, don't forget, with all the people doing mod support via the Steam Workshop for XCOM 2, there may be some extra hidden surprises for you that, well, you don't expect. Like a Corgi gun. Yeah, blame PC Gamer for announcing that one. So anyway, campers, thank you all very much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope actually the anonymous scary bald man from the council enjoyed it too.
The Council is pleased with your assessment of the situation, Commander. But remember, we will still be watching you.
I still think he's fucking scary. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching, and it's been a blast. It really has. If in case you're bored at any point, don't forget there's plenty of other shit on this YouTube channel. You can also subscribe to it or like the video if you thought it was meh, or dislike the video if you thought it was meh. Either way, the answer's meh. YouTube doesn't have a meh button. We need a meh button. I've decided that, yes. Feel free to leave any comments below as well, and so on. And don't forget, you can go to twitch.tv/Lord of Leisure. Occasionally when we do live streams, that's predominantly where they'll be. And also www.oosometimes.com for all your written rubbish needs. An occasional movie and other reviews and whatever the hell I feel like, frankly. It's my part in our craft, I want to. I've used that line before in other videos. I've got to come up with something better. I'm so tired. It's basically 20 to 1 in the morning when I'm recording this. Oh dear God. So anyway, campers, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all again very soon. So from me, and also the bald fella,
I'm still watching you.
Ta-da for now, Chucks! Bye!